Today, we're checking out the new LED strips, or as they call it, the Chroma Hardware Development Kit by Razer. Welcome to It Came From a Box. This is Sergio IM, and I've been waiting for Razer to release LED strips for years now. It just makes so much sense to expand that awesome chroma lighting, and this kit lets you do just that. Let's open it up. So here it is. At the front, Razer Chroma Hardware Development Kit, and they have this easy to peel sticker, but since we paid a lot for our knife, we have to find reasons to use it. Inside, we're greeted with this congratulations card or flyer with a quick description of the Chroma HDK. Behind that, we have the Razer Chroma HDK module, and this is what we connect everything to. It's very lightweight with 4 LED ports, and on the back it has one of those strong and reusable adhesives. Next, we have a USB to micro USB cable to connect it to our PC. Then we have a USB to DC cable to power the unit via an outlet. And another power cable, but this is a DC to 4-pin Molex connector, which gives you the option to use your PC's power supply. On the right side in these bags, we have our two 19.6-inch LED strips, each with 16 LEDs and 3M adhesive on the back. In the last bag, we have two 11-inch LED extension cables. Then we have our paperwork, and of course they come with those Chroma stickers. Under that, we have our power adapter along with interchangeable sliding connections for 4 other plug or socket types. Alright, so let's take all of this stuff and figure out how to set it up. You can use these LEDs anywhere you want within reach, and as long as you can connect it to your PC to access the software. It can be on your desk, behind your monitors, or as we're doing here, inside our rig. This being a smaller case, we have a main compartment in the front with the tempered glass, that's where we want the LEDs to show, and a thinner back compartment where we hide other cables and hard drives. The length of the LED cables is actually perfect to cover the top and bottom of this case, and we actually found a way to keep them in place without using the 3M adhesive. This way, if we change our mind, we can easily move them around or use them elsewhere. Now, the issue was connecting them to the module. We ended up trying a few spots and decided to push the LEDs from the back compartment to the front. This way, all the connections to the module will be nicely hidden in the back. Razer provides 2 options to power this kit, either DC or Molex. Ideally, if you're placing the LEDs in your rig, you may want to use a Molex cable to keep everything internal, but sadly we didn't have any extra available, so we had to resort to DC. After trying a few locations for the module box, we decided to attach it to the outside of the back of the rig. This way we can easily access it without having to open the case. Now, the only reason this was possible is because those are ribbon extension cables that fit beneath the plating without hurting the cable. By leaving it outside, I can easily manage the connection and add additional LEDs in the future. So setup took about 30 minutes. It could have been shorter if I knew exactly what I was doing or planned ahead. But now that we connected the LEDs, the power, and USB to our PC, we can head over to Synapse. The Razer Chroma HDK only works with the new Synapse 3, which is currently in beta. As you can see, this version is nice and clean, very modern, but there's definitely a lot of menus and submenus, which is a bit confusing at first. Here we have our devices, and there's our Razer Chroma HDK, so let's check that out. On this device page, at the top we have profiles. You can add, rename, duplicate, and delete them, and we also have this refresh button on the right, which helps with testing. Then we have these little panels below, starting with brightness. We have a slider that goes from dim, normal, and bright with an indicator above letting you know at what percentage it's at, and we also have a switch at the top to turn it on and off. Under that, we have the option to switch off lighting when the display is turned off. Now for the good stuff on the right, lighting. On the first top panel, we have quick effects, which are in a sense the defaults with minimal controls. Next to the list, we have a Chroma button, which you can click and have it sync those effects among all Chroma-enabled hardware, such as a mouse and keyboard. But we'll go through all of these in the next panel, which is Advanced Effects. Here you can find a list of all your profiles and you can create and adjust them within the Chroma Studio. In here you get to see the device you're tweaking. For us, it's our 2 LED strips. It works like this. You make your layer effects, you select the LEDs you want to apply them to, and then you can adjust individual effects per LED. Yes, you can adjust every single LED. Razer really went above and beyond here because not only can you make custom lighting effects, but you can assign them to individual LEDs, not just the whole strip. That allows for an insane amount of customization. So now let's take a quick look at each effect. Let's start with Wave, where you can assign colors or patterns and have it wave across the LEDs. You can do single colors or gradients, and you can adjust a number of properties such as speed and angle, as well as playback. Next is Fire, where the lighting imitates a crackling fire, and you can adjust the top and bottom color. Then there's Spectrum Cycling, which is a favorite, and it just goes through 16.8 million colors in multiple speeds, slow, medium, or fast. Starlight is a twinkling effect, and you can tweak the colors and duration as well. Static is for those who want a constant color. Next is Breathing, where the lights go on and off and you can add an additional color so it breathes from one to the next. As for those 2 additional effects that are grayed out, those are not compatible with these LEDs. And there you have it. That was a quick overview of Razer's new LEDs, the Chroma HDK. I have to say, I haven't seen anything like this when it comes to LED lighting controls. Even Phillips Hue doesn't easily allow for effects like these. On top of that, the Chroma Workshop is such a great piece of software, especially the latest version 3. There's just so much to customize and play with, so many options. As for me, I'm keeping it simple with the it came from a box colors green and yellow in wave mode, but let me know what you guys have tried out as well. Also, if you're thinking of picking up a kit, let me know where you're gonna place it. I think I may buy 2 more strips just to put behind the monitors. I think that might look really, really good. Very curious to hear what you guys have to say. And as always, we'll see you for the next box. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to help us out, you can do so by clicking that thumbs up button. And while you're at it, why not subscribe for more content? It's free. We also love to hear you out, so please leave a comment down below or talk with us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm Sergio IM, and I'll see you for the next box.